Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio.
Production.
7 Mile Radio.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning
Good
peace.
morning.
Morning peace. Morning peace.
How are you guys today?
Good. Good.
Hey.
Hey. Okay.
Hey, good morning, guys. Good morning. Welcome to
Good
My Sis
morning.
podcast.
Morning.
Hi, Shayna. We can see. Hi. Let's do our check-in. Shayna, where you at?
Right.
I'm in Puerto Rico.
Yes. Yes.
How's the weather there?
Beautiful 84.
I'm jealous.
You want to know what we dealing with? Can you take a guess of what we dealing with?
I don't know. I don't want to know.
8-degree weather. That's what we dealing
Negative
with right
8.
now. It's negative. I didn't see the negative, but hey, whatever it is, it's cold.
It's
Then
negative.
what they say, a polar bear's pussy.
Yeah, it's cold. It's cold. So how you been? What you doing down there?
Yeah. Mostly went out last night, partied a little bit.
Okay.
It was nice. Just exploring San Juan.
Ooh. You did a little twerking last night?
A little bit, just a little taste.
You don't want to give them too much?
What's the difference partying down there than here in the States?
It wasn't that too different, you know. It was just outside mostly. Mostly able to just like travel through like the bars and everything like real easily.
Okay.
So yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing at all.
How was your weekend, Miss Brooke?
So my week, it was interesting as usual. My life is a movie.
You are in one. So
I am. But as y'all can see, you know, I went blind. I heard blinds have more fun.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I heard. I got into it with Natalie Nunn last night. It was so funny. She went in on me.
The wannabe baddie.
The baddie, the wannabe baddie.
The Bad Girls Club.
Yeah, she went live and she had.
Yeah, that's Natalie Nunn.
Yeah, and she went live and she had all these girls on there and transsexual on there. Yeah, and I had made a comment like, none of them girls are baddies. Like I don't know. At this point, I don't know.
So they sent for you.
Yeah, they definitely came for me. I guess they felt like I was trolling. I was just being honest, to be honest.
They see what a baddie should look like. Natalie Nunn, if you're watching, this is what a baddie should look like. Brooke Dior.
Hey, Bricky D, what's up? Tell us about your week.
Oh, okay. So work was crazy. I put an ad out at work. I do work at the King Homes on Facebook. That we had some market units available, and that went viral. Not to mention the 35 shares from my post, but then the guy, his post had almost 2,000 shared.
Okay.
And when I say the phones lines in the office was coming, and those apartments are first come, first served, so got cussed out a little bit and made some people happy this weekend. So it was crazy. So Friday I just relaxed. Like I chilled. I didn't twerk. I didn't go out. Like I'm so mad. Like Shayna got the twerk, but in 84-degree weather, I'm sure you twerking. But no, I was in the house. I was chill. It was really nice, peaceful. Yeah.
I
think I found some peace. Yeah.
What about you, Mark?
Oh man, I had a crazy week, man. I had some couple of crazy news stories that I covered, man, and yeah, it's just been a crazy week. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, just the normal productivity that always takes place here in the studio. Other than that, but yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. Well, our topic today is about self-care.
Uh-oh.
Myself is sacred. So, in that topic, we're going to be talking about how you take care of yourself, some things you do, just reminders and views of how people different beliefs and what they do, their regimen for the day. So, like, yeah, Shayna, what's some of your self-care techniques? Can you hear us back? Okay.
I sometimes just spending time to myself mostly. Like journaling or things like that helps me like just just making sure that I'm like just in tune with myself.
That's what's up.
Meditation, big one too. You know, as far as self care, taking trips.
Hey, we see you, baby.
Cause you
We see
in
you.
what? Puerto Rico?
I said Puerto Rica.
Yeah. Puerto Rico.
I called it Puerto Rica.
Oh, she's in 84-degree weather and we're
I'm
suffering.
so jealous.
Yeah.
Y'all don't understand how jealous I am.
So like my weekend would be like excellent if I was there right now. Like I don't know.
I mean, I think too, like self care doesn't even have to be in those, big expression of things, Self care is just like holding space for yourself.
Yep, the small things matter. Small things matter.
And like just being mindful of that your day. Like everybody, like we talk about our weeks and like what's happened and the stress that we experience. But even in those moments of like stress, we have to have a little bit of self care, something that we're doing to kind of check in with ourselves.
True. I agree. Well, one of my techniques,
What do you do?
but no, I sometimes, by having children, I get out the house and I go sit in my car, for a good 15 minutes and just breathe.
You sat in the car in this cold weather?
You know what I do? I did. That's why my gas tank is on full. Because, baby.
It takes like 20 minutes to warm a car up.
I do. And I let it sit for 20 minutes.
Look, that's like too much time in my day. Like, I got to spend 15 minutes warming up the car. Then I got to go sit out there for 15, 20 minutes.
It's cool. That's a part of my self-care. And like we were mentioning earlier in the week, we talked about masturbation. I do feel like masturbation is a form of self-care because it's a form of release, you know, and you have so many things build up, and sometimes that frustration can build
release
into.
is good. Like.
Of course. And speaking of that, we have somebody that if you don't mind me speaking on it, but somebody that just start masturbating.
Yeah, I don't my thing is like I always wanted the real thing, right? So it's like when you're intimate with somebody, you feel the vibrations, like you're there, you feel like the emotions, you can feel damn near what they feel, and I like that, and that's what gives me my orgasm. So doing it myself, there's no like pausing my fingers, like there, like there's like I can't understand, I can't get there mentally enough to make myself orgasm. So the only time I experienced masturbating like for real and got an actually good nut, like I was using a rose or some type of bullet and like the click stimulation, like I like that. But like me using fingers, no, I just like recently started. And to me, I can't get there. It's like I want to feel, I want to feel
that body
something.
to body.
Yeah, I need the body to body. So.
It's nothing wrong with that. I've been masturbating for a long time.
Shana, what are your thoughts on masturbation?
No, I think it's necessary. I mean, I think it's definitely a really good form of self-care. Like, I meditate when I masturbate sometimes.
Oh, me too.
How do you meditate and masturbate? Like, how? What are you thinking? Like, oh, I'm about to get this nut. Like, oh,
no.
Like, how?
So, you can set intentions, you know. You can get a lot of like manifestation, things through self-pleasure.
Okay.
Yeah. See, I learned a few years back I had learned about manifestation with masturbation. And I had tried it and I did get a different type of orgasm. It was nice. It was intense, Yeah. I feel like that's how I learn my body. I explore my body and different things I like, even when it comes to, toys or whatever. I'm not I love women. I do love women. But I'm not like a strap person or like a dildo person because I really like the real thing. So my masturbation go in with fingers,
So you with the fingers?
I am definitely with the fingers. I like to feel my body in the midst of it. That's that body to body for me. I like this body.
Well, me, I just find it awkward. Like, touching on myself, I haven't, like, came to terms. Like, it's okay. So, it's like when I'm doing it, I find it awkward. And I can't get out my head. Like, can't get out of there. So I'm like, I'm trying to, like, my nipples, I feel like won't get hard.
Cause you know it's you doing it.
Yeah,
Right?
and then I'm down there, like, I feel like I'm, like, scratching, like, with a like a
Not
spinner, like a
scratching,
DJ
goddamn.
spin. You know how they scratch on, you know what
That's
I'm saying?
literally
Like,
what it is.
I feel like I'm freaking.
Slim
I
shady.
feel like I'm down there, like, and then I'm so much in the mental where I can't get there, opposed to, like,
You can't concentrate on two things at one time.
No.
On nothing and making yourself nuts.
So like the only time like I had like made myself come like with like a toy is like squeezing my legs or something together. Like I can watch a porno or I can see something that like excites me, and I just like hold my legs together like
So you
really
watch
really
pornos?
tight. Yeah,
Ooh, I wonder
porno.
what-
Yeah, I like all girl pornos.
Okay.
I really do. So I watch porno, and then like I kind of like I squeeze my legs together, and you know, like try to
So all you
come
gotta
off
do
that.
is squeeze it together, and it's just gonna.
Yeah, it's
pop,
like the feeling. It's like it feel like a pop. Like pop goes the weasel. Like oh, like that's what like the pressure. It's the pressure for me. Like
I don't know
even,
why I imagine like squeezing an orange.
Yeah, it's just like, and then
Oh
it
my
just,
God, and it just
like-
busts out.
Yeah, it just that's how I feel with me, like squeezing my legs together. It's just like all this pressure. Okay, I'm watching this video, and it's like, and then it's like when it finally is like.
Oh my
yeah.
search bar is crazy. Okay, 'cause I like all type of shit.
No, don't get me wrong. I even, you know, what's weird too is like, okay, so, woman and man porn I can't watch. I feel like it's too fake for me. I can't. And so I watch like weird porn too. I watch female and female, and then I also watch gay men porn. Which,
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Hey, it's nothing wrong with it.
even though, like, listen, even though I don't want a gay man, but I feel like the way they fuck is like very intense and like just like, oh, all right, like y'all really be showing the fuck out in some ass, but all right.
I like anime.
Anime?
I do. It's weird, but I do.
And Sylvester.
No, it's a lot of Asian.
Not often.
Okay.
Not often. Yeah. I'm not. I have watched porn before, but not lately. I don't watch
What are some of the things you watch? What's your search bar?
I watch lesbian porn, mainly like it got to be black people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Ebony.
I say ebony for sure. That's always in my search bar.
Yeah, you know, I think it's interesting that
I feel like I don't really know nobody like that, like, and so learning and doing that, like those feelings, those is by myself, or like
You feel like you're molesting yourself?
yeah,
You
kind
feel-
of done. Like that's 45. What's that? That's a 22. Like shit.
Pew, pew.
Yeah, like it's done. But when my
Like a
be
manual
alone,
nut versus a digital nut.
yeah, it's I gotta actually like
gotta-
think of, like no. I feel like if anything change or my emotions change, then my rhythm gonna be off with my finger, and it's gonna throw the nut off. Like,
Gotcha.
but with a person, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can feel
ain't-
it. Like, you know, with two people, it's different. When one person's like, I'm trying to get there myself. Like, I'm gonna need some help. I
Like
do.
a one-man race. Like, who wins this?
Yeah,
I think
like.
it's all about, but I think that's really all about like really learning yourself, because we're talking about self-care. You know, like really learning yourself is about like also just being comfortable with yourself
Yeah.
and being comfortable and like vulnerable with yourself. And sometimes it does feel weird or it feel uncomfortable, but like you being able to hold space for that, like that's where that energy comes from. Because you not knowing how to please or pleasure yourself makes it, I think knowing how to please or pleasure yourself makes sex with other people even better.
Yeah.
Better.
They can experiment on the shit that feel good on you, on them.
And then you can tell them what exactly, like, where you want to be touched and how.
Yeah.
So I can agree with that. So I'm learning. I have been trying for like the last 2, maybe 3 months, but I'm not there yet. I haven't got like a, like a world
I hear
changing.
a lot of women saying that they don't
Gotta
orgasm during penetration with men with sex, right? So would it be safe to say, because of your observation, right, that possibly these women like haven't learned their bodies enough to know what they like, and that's the reason why they don't enjoy it? Like
I
they
feel like
should?
it's possible. It took me a minute to orgasm off of that. I don't know why. I guess I don't think mentally I was there. Like I'm like, okay,
Were you not really completely attracted to the people that you were with at that time? Could you honestly say that, looking back in hindsight? Like, could that be the reason?
I can say now, growing up, sex is way more mental than anything now. For me, I have to like vibe with a person. I have to really like
See,
fuck with them to want to give them some.
That's kind of the question I was asking her. Do you really feel like you were truly attracted to that person?
No,
or
I
not,
can say.
And that's the reason why you weren't able to get off.
I say no, only because I'm a pleaser in the bedroom.
Okay.
So I'll be good. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as you get what you need to do, that's self-pleasing to me.
Well, me
like,
too, but that's how I'm learning myself if I'm always trying to please you. Right? How do I know what I want? If all I'm worried about if you getting your nut, right? Once you done, it's over. We up. But like, what about pleasing the bedroom? But that's always like, well, you learn to please yourself. Me is at a default because always I'm going in like what this person want. I'm doing this, and so all right, 9 times 10, I don't even be getting head like I give it because I feel like that's a part of sex. I like it, you know what I'm saying? But I don't require it for a person to give me head, but I want to give it, right? So it's like I don't know how I would feel if I let somebody like give me head. Like I don't know how those all that would be new to me because I'm always trying to please in the bedroom and in like self-care. I don't know. I can honestly say I don't know how I like I feel like 34 years I don't even know when my nipples are hard. Like I gotta go outside and I'm like, damn, they hard today. Like sexually, I have never got aroused where my nipples hard, and so it's just finding things that turn me on. Like no, lately I've been noticing like, oh, okay, I got a little tingle down there or something going on, And so like I didn't know because in the bedroom I'm always going to please that guy, and once they nut is done, they up. They not laying there with you some more so you can finish. Like you know what I'm saying? Like hold on, I was right there. Like if you didn't get to go where you was gonna go while he was in there, it's over, right? So I don't know. I haven't learned my body.
Are you like that outside of sex too? Like that people pleaser? Like you're the one that's service to someone else?
Yeah.
Like you ever like give yourself like you ever like do any like self-care in that space? Like, or are you always like giving to other people?
I think I'm always trying to give to other people. Like I just recently started going and getting my hair and nails done and feeling like I was worthy enough to go sit down. Like at first it was like I don't deserve this right now. Like my son need this or this person need this or damn I gotta pay rent or I gotta pay this. So it's always myself personally was always on the back burner. So I never took the time out to figure out damn what exactly Alicia need or what Alicia want or what Alicia like. I'm still like I said like this. I started last year. I started finding myself. So it's like I'm not at the place. Like I still at 34 years old. I don't know what I want. Like I just now found that I went to school for nursing, got 4 more months to finish, and I just found out that that's not what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? It's not even the field that I want to even go in.
Passionate about it.
No, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I was only doing that because that's where the money was, right? And so it's like I had to really ask myself, do I want to be dealing with people? I don't like people like that. For real, for real. And so it's like I got to deal with these people. I got to deal with patients. I got to deal with losing them. And I got to deal with their loved ones. Yeah, it's not the job for me.
Administration.
Yeah, and so it was just finding out the things, how I am, how I operate, and finding out like what works for me. And so I wasn't in the space where I knew.
Yeah. So exploring yourself is a part of self-care. Like discovering like who you are, like just trying out things. Is could be a part of self-care.
The people that's people pleasers, right? Like we I want to say, I guess, get off. We get something. We get pleasure out of pleasing people, right? So it's almost like, when you don't do it, damn, I forgot my damn thought. Go ahead.
Well, yeah, if you don't do it, you don't get that same sensation.
You don't get that
same sensation. And I feel like that, like, a lot of times, like, I can come, and if the dude don't come or something happen where it's interrupted, I feel some type of way, like, damn, you didn't come. Like, what happened? Did I do something wrong, or why you did, or did you come?
I got it. So it's like, so like when you're being a people pleaser, it makes you feel some kind of a way because what you have to do is be bad because you're so accustomed to getting off and doing for other people. Yeah. So being selfish feels wrong to you. Doing something for me feels bad. That's what she was talking about. Well, I'm always putting other people first. My kids got to do this for me, so if it make you feel bad, that you doing something for you because you're programmed to do shit for other people. That's what your happy place.
And that's when you got to take that moment and step back too. Do you practice your self-care? Because that's important, I'm pretty sure everybody heard of saying, how can you love somebody else when you don't love yourself? You know what I'm saying? How can you take care of somebody else when you don't take care of yourself? And at some point, I had to, being a mom, being the only girl, you know what I'm saying? When my mom passed, I was that mama to my brothers. Everybody calling me, and I'm trying to make sure I'm keeping family functions up. And then I got to the point to where I had to focus on me.
Yeah.
So when it was time for me to focus on me, it was like, well, if y'all put something together, then yeah. But I'm not.
Watch how the people that you are accustomed to pleasing react once you switch and started treating.
Oh, I already
Yeah, that's
know.
true.
Like, you
Oh,
like
that's
the
what-
worst person.
That's the buffer right there to show you the
Yeah,
threshold
that's them
on
real
what
colors.
side they on, whether they care for you or not. If they switch and like, oh, you funny now, like damn, I've been doing this for you all this time, and you so accustomed to it, and now I'm the bad guy because you become so
Now you feel
dependent on it.
entitled.
That's why what
Yeah,
Shayna
yeah.
say, everybody a villain in somebody's story.
Yeah, that's the topic
that's
for
where that
sure.
come in for sure. Like, so, like, I don't know, for things I started to do with self-care, it's like, at first, getting up, going to work, I was just going. Now I take pride. I get up extra early. You know what I'm saying? I try to fix my face. I'll put the lashes on, the lip gloss, because I feel good. You know what I'm saying? I try to make sure my clothes and stuff is nice. It look nice, and that's for me. At first it was like, I didn't care. I was getting up, going, whatever, but now it's like, I want to look good. If I look good, I feel good. I notice
that's
that about
true.
myself, right? And so I keep, I've been making sure that I look good. Because every time I look good, I feel good. And so feeling good, and I just make sure I'm a good mom. Because that's another thing that I really, really care about. And I feel like with my self-care, part of that is making sure that my son don't want or need, the necessities. He's straight. And so I take pride in caring that. And that's self-care, just, making sure that he's straight. But other than that, like meditation and things, I haven't. Like yoga, I haven't. But it's like I'm open. You know what I'm saying? I'm open to all that, opposed to I wasn't at first. I was so closed-minded and thought drinking was the way out. I was like a really heavy drinker. Like, I drunk the party. And now I realized with self-care, I realized I didn't like that. And I didn't like the me I was while I was drinking. And so I was really happy with myself. I had a pint all weekend. And I'm like, that would have been gone. I would have drunk this. You know what I'm saying? In 30 minutes, went back to the store. But a pint lasted me all weekend. And I was really happy about that because I noticed something in myself and I wanted to change it. Like, I can't do
Look
this.
at you. Finding
that's
Alicia.
self-care,
That's what I'm saying. All right.
And I haven't smoked a cigarette all year. So, like, self-care.
I don't know if he made the clap.
Yeah.
He did. And I haven't smoked a cigarette all year. And so
I'm
that
so
is
proud. We are
self-care.
proud of you,
Like,
baby. We are proud of
just
you.
changing things. I didn't like the way it was in my clothes. I didn't like the way it smelled. And then I
So
didn't like the
let me ask you
reaction
something.
either.
At what point, when exactly did you come to the determination of making that, like actually doing it? Like,
I was actually out with my homegirls. They was there, and then it was like they never liked me smoking cigarettes, anyways. And it was like even in my house, I'm like, I'm hiding it. You know what I'm saying? I'm having to fight that I'm smoking a cigarette. And I'm gonna stand outside. I'm gonna stand away from y'all. And I'm like, why am I doing this? You know
so it
what
was
I'm
just
saying?
a
What did I
random
need it?
point within.
No, it was just like, it was just like I just finally gave, because I was spending money, and then I just thought about it like I'm wasting money. I'm doing this. It's in my clothes. It's in my breath. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's everywhere. And then I didn't want to be that girl.
The point that I'm getting at is that a lot of people make these superficial and unrealistic projections for themselves at the new year.
No,
New Year's
it was
resolution,
before.
right? So
Yeah,
that's
it
what
was
makes me
before.
feel like that this is a genuine change that she made, because she didn't pick a specific date. It was when I felt like I needed to do it, I made the change.
But it was
like
before
right after
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, right after Thanksgiving.
And so it's like I haven't picked up, and like even the smell bothers me. Like I tell people now, don't smoke that around me. And then I was honest with them when I first stopped smoking. I was like, I don't want it around me because I don't know if I'm strong yet to like handle that smell.
Crack.
Yeah, and so it's like, and
You've
so
weaned
that
yourself off of it.
Yeah, and I'm like,
and that's
it's
what
like,
make you feel good.
Yes, it's not more physical. Like it's something I've done. Like I'm not going out get my hair done as much. I just started, but it's more like things like good for the body, long term things, like the stop smoking, the drinking just for social. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I'm more of a social drinker now instead of how I was.
Yeah, I'm
but-
so proud of you.
Thank you,
I'm so
baby.
proud of you. I have another form of self-care. I would say another one. I had to change my mentality. So for those that don't know, I got diagnosed with ovarian cancer in October of 21.
Okay.
And I beat it April
Okay.
15th, 2022.
Let go.
Period. But during that process, I had to change my mentality. Like, I'm pretty sure a few people heard, like, you don't know you sick until somebody tell you, or you don't, you're not hurting until you actually see a cut or something like that.
True.
So I had to focus and tell myself, like, you're not sick. You know what I'm saying? This ain't nothing like this. And that's what got me through. And everybody I was around, I made sure I let that be known. Like, don't treat me like I'm sick.
Yeah.
Don't treat me like I'm just ill and I can't do nothing by myself. Like,
Yeah,
if I need help.
That's you demanding the universe to remove this
Oh, yeah,
sickness from
for
you.
sure.
You know what
That's
I'm saying?
manifestation. I had to change my mental, because if I wouldn't have, then, ain't no telling what happens. But to anybody that's battling anything, especially health-wise, stay positive. You know what I'm saying? You don't speak on those things. Don't say you have anything. If anything, just leave it as a battle. Any other battle. We battle every day to stay alive, because this world crazy.
And we must know the tongue holds power. Like,
Absolutely,
not even trying to get all spiritual, but I truly believe that there is power in the tongue. So everything you speak, even just saying, like, somebody can call you and ask you for $20. You may have it, but you say, first thing they say is, damn, I'm broke. And then you wondering why next week you broke. You know what I'm saying? So, like,
I'm unrich. That's
yeah,
what
you know what I'm
broke.
saying?
I'm just unrich.
And let's just, like, for yourself too, like, you don't gotta lie. If somebody calls and asks for stuff, say no.
Yeah.
Like, no is okay.
No feel good as fuck.
Yes,
to say,
like for yourself in 2024, not even just in 2024 period. I'm learning that no is okay. I'm not gonna come up with a reason why I don't got the money that you need.
Bro, I don't have to explain myself.
Yeah.
I don't have to explain. You asked me the question, I gave you the answer. Now I need an explanation to legitimize my answer.
That's it.
No, so like I don't want a follow up question. I don't want nothing. No means no, guys. So women, everything like, and so let's just normalize saying no. Like, don't lie. Don't start a lie. I'm broke. You speaking that, or whatever lie it is. You speaking those things into existence. And so when the tongue holds power, you talking. It may not be right now you're broke, but you gonna wonder why. You know what I'm saying? You coming up short.
And
You're speaking
being
those.
a people pleaser, it may make you feel some kind of way. Like I said earlier, to tell people no when you're accustomed to making people happy.
Are you
right?
you used to saying
that?
So you just, it's gonna be a growing pain that you have to get through as far as telling people no and feeling bad about it.
Yeah.
To the point where it's gonna start making you feel good.
Oh
it's
yeah, I
gonna
feel
make
good.
You feel good as fuck.
I feel
because
good.
it's an instant release of the pressure that people put on you when they expect shit out of you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
that's true.
just no.
No.
That's
And
true.
thank you. Have a good
No,
day.
that's it. Just no. We don't need no follow up story. We don't need the I'm broke, whatever.
We
it
don't
is.
need any excuses.
Just
baby.
no.
No is no.
Just no.
I'm
Take no is
sorry.
okay.
No, it's
No,
no.
it's self care. No,
Yeah.
it's
That is self care. That definitely is.
Yeah.
Definitely is.
That's self care. I like how like a part of self care is like something has to change. So at least I think too, like a part of like your that letting go of that habit was like your environment started changing. You was in space where it was like nah, we don't like that. Like we don't want that, or and then like Brooke, you say your mental has to change. You have to adapt. Sometimes, and like I really do think like affirming, like I think that if we really understood like how powerful our words are, and how powerful are with our tongue, we would never ever say anything negative about ourselves.
And then how powerful we are when we act behind the words that we speak. You know what I mean? When you actually put motion, you know what I'm saying? Work behind the face.
And that's why I said these my action friends.
Knowledge. That's what it is. Applied knowledge. Because a lot of times we have the knowledge, but we're not applying it. And so a part of self care is applied knowledge. Like, okay, I know, apply it. You know what I'm saying? Don't just, I know this. I know I'm supposed to do this. Apply it.
A lot of times we give people advice that we know we should take.
Oh, you always speak it to yourself when you're speaking to others.
Right. So that just speaks as a confirmation of what she just said.
See, applied knowledge. Yeah. So,
of course.
Self care.
Oh, and listen, it's just so many techniques, and it's just like even when it comes to, being a parent, we teach our children that. You have to teach them like you matter. Like even though like when it comes to sharing, it's like it's good, it's okay to share, but if it's yours, you don't have to though. That's the thing. I teach my kids that all the time. Like yesterday, we went got our nails and had a little, mommy kids day or whatever, and they had got 2 suckers each. It was both of my daughters and my niece Bria, and we got back to the house, and they was like, and I was like, well, y'all know the other kids gonna be there. Y'all got 6 suckers together. It's 6 of y'all. So are y'all gonna share? And Addie like, you know what? I like both of my suckers, kind of. So I don't know. She like, I don't know. I think about it. I said, well, it's up to you. It's you don't have to share, but also you just be respectful. It's a lot of kids. So if you sucking on your sucker, and then, of course they're going to be in your face. So just, think about it. And she was like, you know what? I share because I want to eat my sucker. I don't want to share because I want to eat my sucker. You just know if you eat it, you just being just, you know, not putting it in the other kid's face, you know, so you have to be to yourself. You can go in the room and just, you know, be to yourself. It's okay.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's just putting yourself before others, you know, remembering you matter.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people love you for what you do for them, not love you for who you
And when
are.
you stop doing it,
And they love you for what you do for them.
I always say this shit. People love you according to what they feel like you have and don't have.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
But not for who you are. Like
not for who you are.
You know, a lot of people. If I sit up here and said that I was doing anything, and somebody like, oh well, you can be a stripper. If I want to be a stripper, you're not going to like me because I'm a stripper. You're going to like me because I got the money.
Or some people are attached to you. Basically.
From my surroundings.
Yeah.
You know, oh, I
because
know you know this.
Bring.
I know who you know.
Because of who you're connected
myself. You know what I'm saying? As the great CeeLo Green said on, what song was it? I said, it would be nice to have Mo, but I kind of like being Poe. At least I know what my friends here for.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So just like, I'm not gonna, even just like when it comes to dating, I'm not gonna do what I call inject steroids into the relationship or the date and get you accustomed to my hand, right? Taking you on on trips the first week and shit like that. That whole list of where not to go on the first day. That is everywhere we're going or
going
lower,
right there.
Right, we're going to the grass to sit and eat a sandwich in fucking wall.
And you know that's intimate. That's nice. I like that. I like
type shit like that. Like, because if I can enjoy time spending time with you doing nothing,
and then I
can spend time. I can enjoy time with you doing anything.
That's what I did, and I learned that I like that. I thought I liked, you know, to be out and about, but I like that.
Anybody can get used and love to this ambient experience, this luxurious ambient experience that you can provide to somebody, taking them out of town and doing all of this shit. But what is it about the person that do you like doing this with that person? People be so so fixated in like relationships to the benefits that they get, right? The title that they placed on them and the ceremony that they have to celebrate this shit when they ain't created the bond with the motherfucker that's necessary to keep that shit going.
Somebody asked me a question, how do I want to be loved? And I couldn't answer it, right? How do you want to be loved, Brooke?
You know what? I want to be loved genuinely. You know, I don't want to be in a situation to where somebody feel like I gotta change for them. Like everybody who know me, I love it in. So if I'm out, I'ma twerk a little bit. I'ma twerk a lot.
Ain't nothing wrong with twerking.
It's nothing wrong with twerking.
Release.
You know, it's definitely it's a release.
Self-care.
It's nothing wrong with twerking. And this guy, and he liked me like, oh yeah, you can do what you want to do. You know, all right, I like you for who you are. And as we started dating, and he'll go out and he'll be like, well, I don't like you dancing. I don't like you twerking. Like, that's me. I'm sorry. If you don't like that, then, hey, baby, you don't like me.
So you want to be loved unconditionally.
Like me.
I want to be loved genuinely.
I can't, your finger, like I used to bite my fingernails. You know, you can't touch me with them. Now my nails probably longer than hers and shit. So now, what you got? This superficial shit that you place on people, like these terms and conditions, not even realizing who the person is. Like this is my observation of a lot of women, right? Y'all won't get to know the things or see the things that you need in a man unless y'all see the things y'all want first. I think I said that first.
Yeah, we did. We were talking about yeah.
Like if he don't possess all of the shit on the outside that you think you want, that you looking at, you know what I mean? And another thing, right? What was it I said? Women love what they hear and men love what they see. That's why men lie and why women may wear makeup.
Oh, okay. I mean, I like that. I see what you're saying. I see where you're going. I see where you're going. You know,
Shannon, how do you want to be loved?
Right.
When I think about that just like not just in the romantic space, you know. I think that like it just overall, like in any relationship. I do want to be loved. Like I wanna be considered, you know, in spaces, like just holding space for me to be, you know. You used to Brooke say like something authentic, you know, and that's so like just show up, and you also the person has to show up as their self as well. So I can't be in a space where like you're not comfortable to be who you are, because that don't allow me to be in the space to be comfortable who I am.
It's not genuine. Everything is based off of fictitious imagination. Yeah.
That's true.
Mark says that superficial stuff, like none of that even matters.
No.
It matters.
And then like the question was posed to me after, because I said like, you know what, I haven't even thought of it. I know how I want to feel, You know what I'm saying? I know how I want to be treated. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know how I want to be loved. And he said, well, how do you expect people to show you love or give you love, and you don't even know how to love yourself? You don't even know how you want to.
Do you
be
know what love is?
Would you know it if you seen it, right? If people may be giving you love, but you don't even know how to what it is, what it looks like, so you don't know how to be receptive to it.
But it comes down.
Everybody's love language is different.
And that's what I was about to say.
And that's what I asked. Like, what is your love language?
I want you to love me how I want to be loved, not how you want to love me. So if my love language is, like, I'm a gifter, right? I know that. Like, I love meaningful gifts, and something that, you know, that would stick with you, something that you will love, you know. And then I'm also, I speak words of affirmation. So I am that friend that's going to be like, bitch, look at you. Oh, like, in general, you know what I'm saying? That's how I love.
I think relationships are hard, especially in the beginning stages, because what people don't realize is it's a combination of learning and teaching at the same time.
And that's relationships in general.
Yeah, you have to learn the person, and you have to teach them you at the same time. And then when conflicts come in, right, it makes it hard because the turbulence comes and the boat start rocking and shit start looking crooked. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's hard to teach somebody you and learn them at the same time when sometimes they may frustrate you and you say shit and do shit that may be slightly out of your character, right? And the same thing for them. So it's just like now you have a false window into who this person really is because they are not really being themselves.
But that's when it comes to communication. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all met at the beginning, at the beginning of the year. And as we learned each other, we talked. We talked more and more and, you know, shared our stories and our past so that we all will understand, like, what we've been through. So, you know, if I've been lied to, you know, I have, you know, trust issues. Yeah. So after certain things, I will pay attention to your actions behind it. You know, you could tell me anything, but I would have to, like, read you and be like, oh, well, you know, I don't know. Oh, okay, you know what? She ain't play with me. Okay, I could trust her. I could fuck with her.
But your guard is still up initially.
Yeah.
Your guard should always be up. You should never be a fool.
Course.
You know what I'm saying?
Of course. Let's not.
And then, like, I was also with that was posed another question, like, do you know the difference with loving somebody and then being in love with that person? Like to be in love with somebody, I think you know how to love them. You found, it's not like a love for everybody. It's you found a way to love them. Like, you're loving them the way that they needed to be loved, right?
See, mine is different, you know,
what
for
do
me.
You feel?
So I feel like you can love everybody. You know, I don't think to be honest, I don't feel like I've ever been in love.
Me either.
My in love, as y'all know, I'm no second chance Brooke. Okay? No second chance Brooke.
Okay.
No
anyway,
Brooke.
But me being in love is that second chance. Like, me being in love is I don't want to lose you. So I'm willing to go through whatever we got to go through to stay. You know what I'm saying? That's what being in love is to me. Okay. You know, it's not just a real, like, a physical thing, or it's like you know, you could do whatever. No, I need to get that feeling of not wanting to lose you. I love, my first being in love was with my children. Yeah. I fell in love with my kids because it's like, what would I do without you? Oh no, I'm going to hell and back.
So do you feel like you're in love with yourself? I am. Self-care.
I feel like
you
know what's crazy?
You're in love with.
I'm falling deeper and deeper in love with myself every day. I'm falling deeper.
Being in love, I believe, is a combination of three components. It's care, respect, and adoration. Okay. Right? You can, like, and so that's how what you said, you can love anybody. Yeah, I can care, and like my homeboys, right? I care about my dog. I respect my dog, right? So I love any combination of those two is love. Yeah. Or if all three of them is in love. Okay. So when you adore them, you care for them and respect, that's in love. In love. Yeah, so that's why you can, you know, I can be in love with a woman because I can adore her. I can adore her. I can't be in love with her. Right? So yeah, any combination of those two is love. All three of them is in love to me.
Are you in love with yourself?
Absolutely. Well, I care for myself. I respect myself, and I adore the hell out of myself.
I'm in love with myself, so that's why I look at it like the love.
I'm still
I have
falling in
myself.
love. That's what I was saying. I'm still falling in love with myself.
Deeper and deeper, huh?
Yeah, deeper and deeper.
And I can see that in your personality. Like people's personality will tell you how much they love the confidence that they exude. Yeah. Right. Says that I love the fuck out of myself. You know what I mean?
I'm just not learning that to walk in that. Like, okay, embrace that. You know what I'm saying? So at first I didn't. So that's why I asked a question about love, because I feel like love has a lot to do with self-care. right?
I wasn't in love with myself when others was in love with me.
See.
You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't give them that because I'm just ordinary.
Because you
I'm
know
just,
what it was is a lot of times some of that love that they had for you was superficial. You know what I'm saying? It was something that they loved about you. It wasn't that they loved you. You know what I mean? So again, go back to men loving what they see, right? So that's why they'll lie to you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's why women love what they hear. That's why they'll lie to you. Men love what they see.
Yeah, because if a man come up with me and he's like, "Oh, I got $1 million, I'm gonna take you here,"
like,
of course,
okay.
yeah, of course you're gonna be like, "Well, let's do it."
See?
You know what I'm saying? But a man, he can look in the whole crowd and he gonna see that one girl that got that big old ass, nice titties, that pretty smile, and gonna be like, "I want her," and she might be the fucked up one. She might be the worst one.
Same thing with vice versa, right? Then they can have all of this shit made up, got the
He a
chains
dog.
on, they got the fucking whip, the car, the money, and he dog
ain't
your
shit.
ass out.
It ain't shit.
Right.
What
Ain't
are some
shit.
other ways self-care? We said love has a lot to do with self-care, masturbation. We said what's some other things?
Journaling.
Ladies? Journaling, meditation.
Oh yeah,
Medication?
Medication.
Self-medicating.
I said the liquor and stuff. I said shrooms.
In moderation, right?
Yeah.
in moderation.
Don't abuse it.
So you said self-medicating is a part of self-care. Is that what you're saying?
That's
Yeah,
what
that's
Mark is
what.
saying.
Yeah, that's
yes.
what Mark said.
Self-medicating is a part of self-care. Okay.
How do you
I
feel
feel like
about
taking
that?
care of yourself, like even with those that know, go back to the physical aspect, the people that know that they have issues and certain things, they use that medication. That's a part of self-care. If you know you need something, if you diabetic and you know you need this.
Or you got depression, you need those
And
suppressing pills,
whatever
you
it
need to
is.
take it. Yeah.
But that plays a role too. You know what I'm saying? As far as
Seizure
Self-care is
medication.
doing whatever you know that you need to do for you.
to make yourself better. Like I had got back in the gym. Oh, I started feeling wonderful.
Okay.
My body was just like, yes.
Well, since we're talking about like medication or self-medicating, marijuana, like to me, I feel like that's self-care because I feel like it calms me down. It takes me to a place where I can think and or medicate. I feel like marijuana is natural. Like, all right, we grow this. It's meant. It's
I
like
just
it's
started
not
smoking
meant.
this year.
It's an herb. It's something for us. It was meant for us. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's just a natural way of processing
I just started
emotions.
smoking.
Yeah.
Like I just started really smoking this year. Like I used to be a social smoker where I couldn't smoke by myself. I need to be around people.
People to smoke.
Like yeah,
So
but
now you're
now
smoking by yourself.
yes, now I just and in that moment I just think
It's like it's not a drug, right?
I just
It's not a
think-
drug. It's like it's natural.
It's
like
it's a different experience, right? When you're in solitude with it, as opposed
Yeah.
to socially. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
the thing about it. It's almost like how Shauna say she meditates while she masturbate. You know what I mean? It's like it's like open up your mind to meditate and think deeply about things and helping you problem solve. Even with the mushrooms, people are scared of those, but that's a very
I want to take that trip.
It's a very therapeutic thing. I'm sure Shayna would
Oh yeah,
agree with me on that.
oh yeah.
It's a very
She coaching us.
and
Yeah.
therapeutic and spiritual thing, man. It's
I
not.
think that's good that you said that, Mark. As far as like when we talk about like self-medicating, like if we talk about self-care, we want to be also realistic with our self-care too.
Yeah.
So like if we're doing like we is from the earth and all that, and advocate for all of that, but it is a point sometimes where we can like overuse it and we're using it to its like detriment. It's not for like what its essence is for. So
Yeah.
You can abuse it, right?
in a way where we're like meditating with it, or we're using it in a way where it's beneficial or adding to it. We're not smoking just to be smoking because we just stress. We stress and stress.
Yeah.
And we just smoking, and like I think using it in a way where it's like adding to or like some healing kind of to it as well. Along with you like recreationally just using it.
True.
Yeah, and that's why I say I had just started smoking by myself. Like I fall into deep thought. Like I
Yeah.
go deep.
Yeah,
I go
yeah,
deep.
yeah.
And so many things. And I think that's what opened my mind more. Is because I sit back and I smoke a little bit and I just sit and I can think about every little thing. And then shit start making sense. Like I have a therapist and I've talked to my therapist. I talk to my therapist every Monday. Shout out. Shout out to my therapist.
How about
But in talking to her, as I have those personal thoughts and I be talking to her about it and I answer my own question talking to her and I'm like, well, why this but this and then I just like dang
the
they had to think
So
about it.
so now, right? How I explain mushrooms to people is like, imagine if weed had a big brother. or grandfather, right? So like a blunt, right? It do with it what you just said, but a gram of mushrooms is like that times 10.
We gonna experience it.
We are,
Yeah,
because
I
I
am.
want to be
I'm
open, and a lot of
I'm
people say,
open.
"How you feeling those emotions at that time?" That's kind of like the trip. So if you're happy, you know what I'm saying. Your trip kind of going to be like a happy trip. If you're sad, you're going to have those
But you know
emotional
what I,
trips.
but you know what I learned to understand about it, because I've been eating for probably a little over a year now, right? The more that you eat them, the more that you can control that trip, right? It's like you're able to I guess handle the emotion, you know what I'm saying, a lot better. You can channel it. That's the word I'm looking for. You can channel that energy
About
that,
where you want to go and what you want to do.
Yeah.
Got you.
See, in the beginning when you're a rookie, it's like it's uncontrollable. You like you can't control it, right? It's hard to, but again, yeah. Once you but then that's that. Don't overdo it, right? When you in the beginning, don't like eat no 3-5 and no shit. Yeah, you gonna spook yourself out type shit. Work your way up.
Another thing with self-care and self is sacred. I don't know, like prayer. Even if like you don't have to like. I know everybody have different religious belief, or like it can be a form of meditating, but just talking to a higher power. If some people talk to their ancestors, or I'm not telling you who to talk to, but just talking to, having that sense of a conversation with a higher power. For me, it's God. So talking to God and praying and asking for direction and asking for a vision, and asking for guidance. For me, it's self-care as well, because it's taking time to sit down and to ask for help, and believe in something that's greater than you. You know what I'm saying? And so like with me, that believing in something greater than me gives me the sense like, okay, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna get better. You know what I'm saying? Greater is coming. Just knowing, and so having that sense of there's a higher power for me, it's like myself is sacred. Okay, I know. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be taken care of, and I don't have to win every battle. You know what I'm saying? So
And the cannabis
That's
and the
sacred.
psilocybin opens up your pineal gland for you to be more receptive to those downloads
To all
and
of
see
that.
shit more clearly, and see your path on what you should do in a lot of those situations.
Yeah, Shayna, you gonna guide me. I already know. You gonna guide
Yeah,
me through the whole
yeah.
process.
I like it's really taking space. Like part of the self care, what we talk about now is like taking space for your spirit,
yeah,
right? Whatever your belief is, like you have that spirit, that part of you that needs to have attention cared for,
yeah.
whether it's through prayer, meditation, or shrooms or whatever. Like taking and holding space for it to connect with yourself, and that's a big part of it. And
Yes.
like y'all was saying about the shrooms, like I, I have a different experience. There is no control. Like that's another thing about self-care too, that we have to realize, like we do a lot for ourselves when we give ourselves permission to release.
Oh
Let
yeah, of course.
not like have to always be in control of things,
That's a
because
part of that masturbation.
it doesn't. That's a part of that masturbation. For sure. That release of it. We have to give ourselves that permission. So going into, like, if you're gonna do shrooms, it's no control. You can't control it.
You know what? So, and then when you say that, Shayna, I guess I did use the wrong word as far as being able to control it. I guess it's being able to just go with the flow better with
Yeah.
it
Release.
than control it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like I've experienced like a lot of people that I've given mushrooms for the first time, and they eat them, and now they sitting there waiting. They anxious, like it's like double dutch. They waiting on it to happen, right?
Yeah.
So like that anxiety, it is part of what helps it. I mean, it makes you trip out. You know what I'm saying? When you're getting into it, it's like I can't. I'm
Because you're not relaxed.
Yeah,
you're not willing. You're not.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
you
not
have
open.
to be open. Yeah, you have to be ready to receive, and that's
Yeah.
for life and self care too. You got to be open to the
It's
change.
like your
and
spirit is
everything.
rigid, right? It's not, and I forget what situation I was explaining this to somebody, but it was about a tree. Like imagine 100-foot tree, and the wind is blowing, and one tree is bending all the way down to the ground, right, and the other tree is stiff, and it ends up snapping. And I asked her which tree was she, because it's like she trying to stay rigid in this pressure. That's what it was. She was going through something, and I'm like, you got to learn to flow with it. You know what I mean? The more rigid you try to stand, the
You're
more
gonna
pressure
snap.
that you're gonna feel, and you're more susceptible to a snap. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of the same way the buzz is. You know what I mean? If you sitting here, you trying to fight it, or you trying, you know what I mean? But if you flow with it, yeah, then that's
that's like fall in some water. You know what I'm saying? You panic, you out of there.
Yeah.
You gotta relax and
there you go, quicksand, same thing.
Yeah.
So it's just like breathing. I think self-care, it's like, it got a lot to do like with breathing and everything, taking those deep breaths and releasing, you know what I'm saying? Taking in all of that and just releasing. Yeah, and that's what I feel like with self-care. It's doing that every day. Wake up every morning and get your day started, like releasing all of that negative energy, like, and bringing in good vibes or good intention and speaking that every morning you wake up, it will be a good day. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to have a good day. You know what I'm saying? Just speaking greatness into your day from the start, and be mindful. Into yourself. Yeah, and be mindful for the thoughts that you're thinking throughout your day. You know what I'm saying? Because as again, the tongue holds power, right?
You ever seen that stat that I post in the morning? It's like 7 o'clock. I post this very often, say good morning to everybody who can see this. Everybody gonna have a good day this morning. That's me, just an omen that I'm putting out in the universe, that everybody's gonna have, like, I want that to be the first thing people see when they get on Facebook. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because what's crazy is a lot of things that we write, or post or anything we talk about, somebody needed to hear that.
Yeah, and you never know. You never know what somebody's going through. You never know. Like, you might not get a bunch of likes on it, but that one person seen it. You know what I'm saying? I had seen a post, somebody was, considering suicide. I had made a post and she was really in my inbox. Like, I thought the post was nothing. It was just something I seen. I reposted it and she was like, thank you for that. You don't even know, you know what I'm saying, how much that meant to me. You don't even know what you just did to me. And I thought it was nothing. I just shared a post. But to her, that was everything. To her, that saved that girl life, so.
It was a topic on one of the podcasts. I believe it was the Truth podcast. And they were just talking about patching up shit with people in your family that you need to patch it up with, right? And a message came to one of the cast members on that panel from one of the audience members, to where she said that show brought her to tears, to the point that she went and reached out to her mom, who she hadn't talked to in like 4 years. You know what I mean? Because they had fell out and rekindled the situation. You know what I mean? So again, you never know. You know what I mean? How, these may be simple words coming out of our mouths, these theories and whatnot, but they impact the fuck out of somebody. You know what I mean?
What did I say on New Year's? Bringing it, hug somebody. A hug go a long way. A smile. Like, come on. Like, it is so hard out here, guys. Like, everybody is going through something. So self-care is also keep in mind of that. If you're going through something, imagine what the next person is going through. And
everybody going through something.
Right. And it's being mindful and operating in that. Like, treat people literally how you want to be treated, right?
I was raised on that, for sure.
Any last minute remarks, Shayna?
Yeah. No, this has been real good. I'm just taking it little pieces. Definitely, I think mindfulness is important too. Like, it's self-care. A big part of self-care is just awareness of self, awareness of the space that is needed for you to be who you are.
Yeah.
And
that's true.
And that's tapping in spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically, socially. Like, who are you and how do you represent yourself?
Yeah.
And how do you have space for yourself? Yeah.
Yes, I smile all day, every day. I've had people that look at me ugly because I smile. But then I had people walk up to me and be like, your smile beautiful. I needed that.
Look, at work, I'm sitting in the front, and like women, and men came in there like, you are so beautiful. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I took a little extra step and, trying to make, do a little extra to myself in the morning. And for somebody to realize that, like, you are so beautiful, it made me smile. Or your smile is so beautiful. I'm always mad because I'm like, I got a scar here, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think my smile is beautiful. They were like, your eyes, beautiful. Thank you.
You are beautiful.
You're beautiful. Your eyes is beautiful. And that, like, it made me smile. It's like, okay, it made me want to give out and give the next person that same energy that I got. You are beautiful, girl. Girl, I see you. You know what I'm saying?
Share the love. Spread the love.
Because she made me, that made me feel really good. It made me want to go out and tell the next lady they were beautiful. It made me want to go out and believe I was beautiful, walking with my head up. Like, I was walking one day with my head down into a store, and a female was like, girl, pick your head up. You too beautiful for that. and I pick my head up and I walk like, all right, I am beautiful. You know what I'm saying? It's just stuff like that with self-care as well. Being mindful of the people around you and being mindful, like caring about yourself is caring about others, right? Mm-hmm. You know, you never know what the next person is going through. And like everybody needs somebody. Right? Are you the person that somebody can count on? Are you the person that you will want somebody to be for you? So you got to keep that in mind with self-care. Like, are you being that person that you want somebody to be to you? That's what I would leave. You know?
That's, you know what? I fucks with y'all. I fucks with y'all for real on the 100. No, I'm joking.
So yeah,
I think, you know, self-care when it comes to that, you know, put yourself around those that care about themselves and they care about you.
Speaking of that, put yourself around other singles this Valentine's Day. Had to slip that in. Put yourself around other like-minded people this Valentine's Day, February 13th from 8 p.m. to 12. 14th. My bad. Love every day. But February 14th, My S.I.S podcast is presenting a speed dating. Even if you're not interested in the speed dating part, just come out and mix and mingle with a lot of singles. You know, get a good meal, get some good drinks, you know, come out and celebrate, support us, you know, and just feel the love. If you're out there and you're gonna be alone, come be alone with us.
Yeah,
right?
we gonna listen, you won't be alone with us.
Come be alone with us. And we're gonna twerk, we're gonna dance, we're gonna socialize, we're gonna mingle, we're gonna eat chicken and all of that. So
not the chicken, but
we're gonna so, you know, let's mix and mingle. Let's get out there. Let's start stuff different this year. Mark, anything you gotta say?
Yeah, speaking of events, man, since y'all just kind of joined in the network, we do this thing called a traffic jam every so often, right? And what that is a meet and greet throughout the whole network, all of the podcasts. We have a party. We invite our audience out, you know what I mean? And we have a party. You know what I mean? We have vendors. And then what we're end up doing in the near future, possibly by the summertime, is having live podcasts, like on location. We have the audience come out and watch us live.
Okay.
Well, let us know if you need a location.
Looking forward to that, too. Shayna, how is Puerto Rico? Tell us these last 4 minutes.
So I just got here yesterday, so I haven't really had time to really explore after I get off this call. You know,
you about to turn up.
Can you come pick me up, please? Come pick me up.
I told you to put me in your suitcase, woman.
Right. just.
We gonna come next time. We
gonna make it a group trip next time.
Let's do it. Shit. You know, I'm down for those.
Because we freezing and you
come
just
live from Puerto Rico. We can do it podcast live from Puerto Rico.
We're gonna have to do it in Houston. Next week. We go next. You know, February we're gonna be in Houston. So my sis in Houston.
We love y'all. You know, share the love. Make sure you practice your self-care. Love yourself. Smile and hug somebody. Be great.
Somebody. Be great.
We'll see you next week.
My S.I.S podcast.
I love y'all.
Love you, Shayna. We did that.
Warning. You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio.